one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. Known more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Chiefs nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Harrison's on third down for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Bridgewater. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Play action now. Bridgewater on the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And McManus able to put it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year two. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, here's Love. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Bridgewater now. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete. That's Love. Touchdown, Broncos. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over a jump.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Bridgewater. And Gordon's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again it's Mahomes. This is caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. From the gun, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass complete to Robinson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.